Did you know that studies show people with a steady morning routine enjoy lower stress and richer health? The first hour after sunrise shapes everything that follows. Your mood, your energy, even the way your immune cells patrol your body hinge on what you do right after you open your eyes. Today, you will learn one easy habit that thousands of centenarians share. It takes only a few minutes, costs almost nothing. Yet science says it could stretch your life by decades. Picture this. You wake up, swing your feet to the floor, and feel light instead of heavy. Your mind is clear and your heart beats calm. That feeling does not arrive by chance. It builds through simple actions. Most people never think about those actions. They stumble to the kettle, check the phone, and let the outside world set the pace. You can claim that hour and turn it into a private workshop where your body repairs, rehydrates, and resets. The habit hides inside that workshop. It is plain, quick, and free. Many of you already do half of it without knowing its quiet power. The other half is the secret sauce that locks in the benefits. A study from the University of Tokyo followed more than 2,000 adults for 10 years. Those who kept a simple hydration and movement routine every dawn enjoyed a 1/3 lower risk of heart disease and stroke, plus sharper memory on yearly tests. In Sardinia, a region famous for long life, researchers interviewed villagers over 100 years old and found every one of them did the same two things as soon as they got up. They drank water and then moved their bodies gently, often by stepping outside to greet the sky or by tending a small plant. Why does drinking and moving matter so much? While you sleep, you lose water through breath and sweat. By morning, the blood is thicker and the heart has to pump harder. A full glass of water, about 300 milliliters, thins the blood back to normal and signals the kidneys to wake. At the same time, gentle motion such as shoulder rolls, neck turns, or a slow walk squeezes fresh blood into joints stiffened overnight. Together, these acts switch on the parasympathetic rest and repair system, so you feel calm instead of rushed. Doctors at Harvard tested this combo in seniors aged 65 to 80. Half the group spent 10 minutes each morning first drinking plain water and then stretching. The other half kept their usual mornings. 6 months later, the water stretch group had lower blood pressure, faster walking speed, and less inflammation. They also slept better. One participant said it felt like oil on rusty hinges. Some ask if plain water is enough. Yes. If you like lemon and your stomach allows it, add a squeeze of fresh juice for vitamin C. A pinch of unrefined salt adds trace minerals, but skip sugary powders. Coffee does not replace the water because caffeine pulls fluid from cells. If you fear extra bathroom trips, relax. Most people release that fluid over 2 hours, and moving helps the body use it rather than dump it. If your doctor limits fluid, adjust the volume within your safe range. Let us count the gains. 1 glass of water can raise resting metabolism up to 30% for the next hour, according to a German study. That extra burn helps control weight. Deep breathing floods the blood with oxygen, feeding the tiny power plants inside each cell. More oxygen means more energy to walk, laugh, and heal. Gentle stretches bathe cartilage with fluid, easing arthritis pain. Exposure to early light anchors the body clock, improving mood and sharpening focus through the day. Think of the compound effect. 3 minutes each dawn becomes 18 hours of direct self-care each year. Over 30 years, that is more than 3 weeks of life spent repairing yourself instead of wearing down. The habit also nudges better choices all day. People who start with water and movement tend to choose lighter breakfasts, move more in daylight, and respect bedtime. Real stories prove the numbers. Sarah, age 81, once crawled from bed stiff and cranky and slumped onto the sofa with tea and television. Her granddaughter challenged her to try the drink and stretch ritual for 1 week. Day 1 felt odd. Day 3 felt easier. Day 7, she noticed her afternoon nap was shorter and her knees less sore. 2 months later, her doctor trimmed a blood pressure pill. Now Sarah leads her building's morning laughter club and calls the habit her fountain of youth. Researchers back her up. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Gerontology pooled data from more than 40,000 seniors. Those who drank water before breakfast and moved gently showed mortality rates up to 20% lower than peers who skipped both, even after adjusting for diet and income. That gap can mean 6 to 10 extra years of life and, when paired with modern medicine, may extend healthy time by 30. Of course, water and stretches are not magic by themselves. They spark a chain reaction. Lower cortisol steadies blood sugar. Steady sugar protects vessels. Healthy vessels protect the brain. Better circulation brings nutrients to every tissue. Regular joint motion keeps cartilage flexible and muscles toned. Each link in the chain amplifies the next. Your obstacles are real but solvable. Cold mornings? Keep a warm robe next to the bed. Arthritis in the spine? Do the movements seated and focus on breathing. Poor balance? Hold the back of a chair. Traveling? Carry a collapsible cup and find safe water. Sharing a room? Invite your partner to join. Habits grow faster in pairs. To build consistency, pair the new habit with an existing one. When you turn off the evening light, fill the glass. When you pick up the toothbrush, fill the glass. The brain latches onto the old cue and pulls the new action along. In the morning, you can reinforce success by marking a small check on a calendar. Do not break the chain. 7 checks make a week, 30 checks make a month. By then, the routine feels as natural as breathing. Many seniors ask whether calcium water or vitamin water is better. The answer is still plain water. Supplements belong with meals and under professional advice. The morning habit is about clearing the system, not loading it. If you prefer warm fluid, heat the water slightly, but avoid tea leaves or honey until after the stretch. Skeptical? Run a home experiment. For 1 week, record your waking energy on a scale of 1 to 10, stiffness, mood, and blood pressure if you track it. Do nothing different. Then adopt the habit for 2 weeks and record again. Most people see at least a 2-point rise in energy and a drop of several millimeters of mercury in morning pressure. Do you worry that you are too old to start? The body renews cells daily from birth to final breath. Give those cells water and oxygen, and they respond. Muscle fibers still grow at 90. Joints still produce fluid at 95. The nervous system still forms new connections at 100. Your biology craves these basic elements, no matter how many candles are on the cake. Each sunrise offers a fresh page. Fill that page with a simple script. Drink water, breathe deep, move gently, greet the light. Write it on a card beside the bed if you must. Read it aloud until your muscles remember on their own. When you begin, share your story with family or friends. Community builds accountability. Post a note on the fridge saying, "I did my morning 3." Inspire your grandchildren. They may adopt the habit decades earlier and change the arc of their own lives. Remember, massive health shifts often start with tiny steps. A plant grows from a seed hardly bigger than dust. A house stands on bricks no thicker than a wrist. Your extra decades could spring from a 3-minute ritual too simple to ignore. You have nothing to lose but a few sips of water and a gentle stretch of time. I invite you to try it tomorrow. Set your bedtime glass right now. Wake, sip, breathe, move, and feel the quiet thrill of taking charge of the day before the day takes charge of you. Then come back and tell us what changed. Did your knees loosen? Did the fog lift? Your words may light the path for another senior still hunting for hope. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more science-based tips in plain words. Leave a comment about your first week with the habit. Together, we can turn dawn into the best medicine nature ever offered and the cheapest prescription you will ever fill.